Why, hello, and welcome to my Toreba unboxing video. So I had recorded this before, but the sound on it was really crappy. So I'm just going to narrate myself as I go through each prize that I've won. So I just got 5 boxes of Toreba prizes. They decided to send like 4 all in the same week. I might pause the video every now and then if it's going quicker than I can talk about each item. I wish I kind of had like some music kind of playing in the background as well, so that way it's just not like just quiet, nothing going on. So here I am, I'm picking up a big box, putting it up next to my head. Oh my gosh, it's so big, but it's not really that heavy. So what am I going to pull out first? First one are the 2 Gengars. So, I did win a second set of these, and I'll come across them in the later boxes on this video. The first set I spent, I want to say $10 on the one with the tongue hanging out, and I spent like a good $20 dollars on the second one, I want to say. And then the second set I just won completely for free, just with free play tickets. Here I am talking about how I'd won 2 of them just on that platform machine where it's just like hanging off to the side, and I just pulled them down. I really like this set that came out. They seem kind of small compared to the last set that came out last year. And there's the Umbreon. Very cute plush. I'm really happy that I got it. I just came back to Toreba really no more than, I want to say, 2 months ago. So I never really got the opportunity to play for that entire set that came out. But as you can see behind me, on just to the right, I already have a set of Eevee Evolutions that came out a few years prior. So, it's not really a big deal. That's why I haven't really played for Eevee yet. Here's the Banette. That's the one I really wanted out of the set. I really love Ghost Pokemon. I'm talking about how I won it in 2 moves, a free play ticket and 1 paid. I just swiped the arm and it just fell down between 2 bars. Just one of those situations where I'm just behind somebody waiting for them to pass, and I already know what the winning play is. And there's the other Gengar that I won for that box. And then I'm going to pull out a Hermione Posket. I won it from a ping pong dropper. It cost me about $20 to win it. I couldn't just leave it. I was close the entire time, like, just one more, I can get it, and I eventually got it. It'll go with all the other Harry Potter stuff that I have. I collect some of the stuff that you can get from the theme park, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I have like the stuffed chocolate frog that you can get from the theme park, a couple wands. So moving on to the second box. And there's my Lunacat. Won that with a free play ticket, 1-shot free play. I'd been watching, I want to say, a good couple days for a good opportunity to win that without having to spend really any money on it. And just so happens that somebody passed. It was on one of those machines where there's 2 prizes at the machine, and it's got this kind of like triangle setup where they're set apart from each other. I really like that setup. It seems pretty easy to win prizes from those kinds of machines. And I say that if you are used to certain machines and certain setups, that's really the best way to win prizes that you want, and just camp those machines that you know well. Here's a Chansey. The bag kind of split open. Such a huge plush. So this came from a ping pong dropper. The person ahead of me, I want to say, like, spent a good $70-80 at least. And they were just one more move away, and I won it with my free play ticket. It looked like that all of the ping pong balls were kind of stuck, but it just was dropped in the right way where it shifted down, and I won the prize. Best ping pong dropper win I've ever gotten. It was so clutch. Awkward silence. What am I doing? Quit talking about the plush. Let's move on to the next prize. Yes, we all get it. We all get the bag split open. Just put it down. I don't know what I'm pointing at. Maybe I'm pointing at the Mewtwo or something. I don't know. I can't remember what I was pointing at. Oh, there we go, the Starly. I won that with a free play ticket, one-shot free play. So, as you can see, the Farfetch that's behind me, also a Pidgey I won as well from a prior set, where it was on one of those slanted platforms where you have to pull it off to the side and it drops down the center. And because I had seen the Farfetch'd in that spot before, I knew exactly what to do. Person ahead of me put in a few plays and passed. Here's the Mew that I won. $10 worth of plays plus a ticket. For a good day, I've been watching people just win this, and it was a guaranteed win after just a couple plays. It was just a matter of just like swiping the head down, and it just fell down. Jolteon, about $10 in plays as well. I was just going to put in the 2 free plays for it, but I couldn't leave it. I had to go for it. Because I really like the Eevee evolutions. It really didn't make me feel too bad about spending the money on it. I think I might have one more prize left in that box. No, that might be it for that box. I usually average about 5 prizes a box. So that's almost a prize a day. What I just do is that pretty much I try to win something with my 2 free plays each day. Here's the Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur was an incredibly clutch awesome win. So it was on the one where you pick up the plush and it drops it like right on the edge of the prize chute, but you have to pick it up just right, and you have to hope that the other plush that's also in there is next to the prize chute. So it bounces off of that plush and goes into the prize chute. So what had happened was that when the machine was restocked and reset, that they just left the Charmander right next to the chute. And as soon as I saw that, as soon as it came back on, I hit the play this machine button as quickly as I could. I was the first one to go in there. It took 2 plays to win it. Same kind of machine for the Dragonite. I really wanted the Dragonite. They'd reset the machine the same way, where they left the Pikachu part of the set next to the prize chute. 1-shot free play with my ticket. Felt so good to get this win. And those prizes were won within like 24 hours of each other between the Bulbasaur and Dragonite. So that was just incredible luck right there. And there's the other Gengar. I might put up the second set of Gengars on my Mercari page. It really depends on like how much it's selling for. So I'm talking about the other Gengars that I won from last year. So you can see the large Gengar next to the Eevee all the way up the top next to the Haunter. That was the large one that came out last year. And the other Gengar that's next to my head that I'm talking about, that came out the year prior, but I wasn't playing Toreba the year prior. They had set up a machine, which is something that they do every now and then with a limited stock. And I won it from that machine. I was watching it all day. I was the second one to win from that machine, I think, second or third person. And person ahead of me passed, and I won it in 2 plays. My Gudetama Halloween plush. It's my only Gudetama. I feel like the Gudetamas are just like really weird plushies. I just wanted to get one just to have one. I didn't really feel like playing for the other one to complete the set. And usually I play to complete sets. I don't just leave it just by itself. I don't know. I might still play for the orange one, but anytime when I play for something, because I'm only camping just so many machines at a time. If I'm just camping on my phone and just watching like just a couple, I can watch a couple more if I have some on my PC playing at the same time. But it pulls all that time and energy towards that prize. And I'd rather just spend all that time just going for prizes that I really, really want. And there's the Chax Bunny, 1-shot free play. Person ahead of me passed after getting it into the winning position. I just swiped the top of the head. This is a situation where I watched the replays no more than like 5 minutes before playing for this. And it's really important to watch replays for machines. I would say even go on Toreba Prize Watcher and just watch how other people have won the prize on that machine. Go for machines that are more guaranteed to give you the prize. Don't just get locked into a machine and that just you don't know anything about that machine and you just end up wasting money and you don't get the prize. And I think that's what I'm talking about right now. So moving on to the next one. It's the Hitmonlee. It's a 1-shot free play. That was on another platform one. I want to say that, and I will be putting up my replays on YouTube as well. But the slanted platform one is a really easy one to play on, where there's prizes set up on the right and prizes set up on the left, and it's at a slant. You have the 2 bars that are facing towards you. 2-shot free play for the Gengar. Person ahead of me passed. it's one of those situations where also if you're watching the person ahead of you, you'll sometimes notice that they'll do that one play that works, but then they switch it up. And then they just forget that, like, what is the right play to make. And you can just have the people ahead of you just make those plays that you're figuring would be the right plays. Because when I look at a machine and how a prize is set up, there's multiple different plays that can happen. But there's only like maybe one or two that actually work. The Lugia was a 2-shot free play. It was from one of those machines where there's 2 prizes set up and it's like on a triangular kind of setup. I'd watched it for a good day and I figured, what was the best play to make once it got to a certain point. And that's a Mew. That's on the one where you have to swivel the ball back and forth. And that was a 2-shot free play. I'm talking like about how the trap is like set up where it's hanging from a string and you just swivel it back and forth until it drops down. The little Cubone. So that one was one from the machine where there was 3 of them set up in bags, kind of like in a triangular kind of setting, but not like the machine that I've been talking about. It was just I want to say 3 bars were set up. It was an easy machine that people were winning the set from. Somebody just left the Cubone practically in a winning spot, but it still took me 2 free plays and 2 paid to win. So I could have either swiped it left or swiped it right. The 2 first plays were swiping it to the left and it didn't work. And that's just another example of like there's certain things that just work and don't. But when you're approaching a machine, so with this one took me $10 to win. It was one of those wins where I wasn't expecting to win it. I was just trying to move it because it was in a very awkward angle. And it just turned out that the play that I made won it. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. And going on to the yellow one. So that one was my first Broken Claw win that took $30 worth of tries. I kind of feel bad that I spent $30 to get that, considering that I just won one for free just the other day. But at least I'll be able to sell the extra one off and make up for what I spent on the first one. I think the yellow one looks the cutest. I really like the yellow one. The purple one, that one was on a machine where you had to stab the back of it, where it was set up where there would be 2 of them and you had to like kind of like pull them out, but you couldn't just lift the head. You had to stab the back just right. And from watching it before, I thought it was really easy to play that machine. But when I came across this and it was left like this, I thought like, why would somebody like pass on this? And it turned out that the machine was really laggy and it was really difficult to aim the claw. So I had to aim it to where I would aim it just a little bit to the left of where I wanted it to stop. This was a paid play, but only took one play. It was from a ping pong dropper. Person ahead of me put in quite a few plays before passing to me. And, you know, I really like Disney stuff. And I really like Maleficent. So it was a really neat one to get. So I think that that's it just for that box. I think that's it in general. So that's all the prizes that I've gotten so far for the month. I'll be getting 2 more boxes coming in. The next upcoming boxes are going to be some more Chak stuff. I won a set of the Gloomy Bears that came out. I won the Vulpix and Piplup. That was one that I put up where I got my first 2-in-1 play from a broken claw. That was freaking awesome. Like, I want to say that on that one, I had aimed it just right, but I didn't really expect it was going to win that Vulpix, but I knew that I had to aim the claw just enough to the left that as it would come back, it would get the Vulpix. So when the Piplup fell down, I got the pop-up notification, you won the prize. And as soon as I closed it out, I saw the Vulpix had dropped down. I'm like, I know exactly what happened. But I had to make sure by watching the replay. I'm like, yep, when it came back, it swiped over the Vulpix and dropped it in. I'm going to do a video later on as well for tips and tricks of what I have learned, what some people can also tell me what I didn't include in that video as well. And I'll just go over everything that I do when I win these prizes and how I set things up. A lot of it is just camping machines, watching how other people are playing the machines, checking to see like what tips are on the claw arms. You'll notice that some claw arms will have straight tips, curved tips, or a flat tip. You know, a flat tip is more so for picking it up. A curved tip is more so for swiping it. Also, a flatter tip can be used to push down on the prize a lot more easily as well. Another thing is to watch if the prize is in a bag, is that you check to see like how much of that bag is hanging off the side of the bar. And I've seen it so many times where people have stabbed a prize when they should have swiped, or swiped instead of stabbed, and they throw out, you know, $20, $30, $40 or more worth of plays, and they're just one move away. But if it wasn't for those people, I wouldn't win half of the stuff that I won. So, thank you for watching my video. I'm sorry that on the first one the sound was bad. I didn't realize that the microphone on it was really low. It wasn't until I watched it after uploading it that I realized that it was so faint. But catch you all next time. Please hit the like and follow button. And I will catch you all later.